Equilibrium of concurrent forces. The forces of which the lines of action pass through the same point are called the concurrent forces. The condition in which the resultant force of all the external forces acting on a particle becomes zero is called equilibrium. Looking from this viewpoint, the steady state and the state of the motion with uniform velocity of the body are both equilibrium states. Thus, for the equilibrium state, the summation of force is equals to 0. If only one external force F acts on a particle, then acceleration will be produced in it according to F equals to ma, and particle cannot remain in equilibrium if two external forces F1 and F2 acts on the particle, then for the equilibrium, summation of F would be equals to 0. That means F1 is equals to minus F2. As you can see in figure 5.3a and b. This condition is shown in this figure 5.3a and b. Both the forces are equal, F1 and F2 both are equal but in opposite direction. Okay. And in second figure, again both the forces are equal in magnitude but opposite in the direction. So resultant summation F will be equals to 0. Okay. If more than two external forces are acting, then for equilibrium their vector sum must be equals to 0. That means summation F vector will be equals to 0, or we can write it F1 plus F2 plus F3 up to Fn vectors is equals to 0. Moreover, since force is a vector quantity, the sum of the corresponding components of all the forces should also becomes 0. For example, summation Fx equals to 0, summation Fy equals to 0, and summation Fz is also equals to 0. For a particle remaining in equilibrium under the effect of three forces F1, F2 and F3, the vector sum of the two forces F1 plus F2 has the magnitude equal to that of the third force and direction opposite to it, so that we can say F1 plus F2 plus F3 is equals to 0, as you can see in figure 5.4 part A, or we can write it like this: F1 plus F2 is equals to minus F3 vector, as you can see in this diagram. As you can see the diagram, part A and part B. In part A, F1 plus F2 is equals to minus of F3 as shown in this figure. Or in the triangular form, if we represent these forces by a vector of triangle sides F1, F2 and F3, F3 will represent the resultant in the magnitude and the direction. So sum of all these forces will be equals to 0 because F3 is in the opposite direction of F1 and F2. In other words, if all the three force vectors are arranged tail to head, they should form a closed figure, as you can see in this diagram 5.4 part B, so that the resultant force becomes 0.